An apple pie, a bright blue sky, a breezy meadow.
E3 is all about the biggest names and the biggest games in the industry, and we recently caught up with one of the biggest names in Hollywood, Eligha Wood, to talk about his role on Spyro, Dawn of the Dragon, and find out what it's like to be a Hollywood hardcore gamer. Tell us a little bit about your involvement with this project.
I've been involved for a little while now. This is actually the third game in what has become a trilogy. I was asked to be involved in what was essentially sort of a reimagining of Spyro. It kind of fell into the realm of being a kid's game for a long time, and I think the folks at Vivendi were looking forward to almost re-establishing the character. He's older, he's more mature, he's been through a lot of battles, and he's essentially saved the world twice. He comes to find out in this particular game, the villain that he thought he'd put to rest has risen again, and so his responsibility becomes greater and his sense of destiny becomes greater.
Hunter, give us a moment to gather our strength.
I think all of it has been sort of gearing to this game. I think since the beginning, in a way, we've been most excited about bringing him to the next-gen platform, obviously, where there's a lot more capabilities with the engine.
Obviously, you've been in a lot of films. How does working on a game in this capacity differ from working in a film?
Any voiceover work is slightly different than working on a film, mainly because you're not at all relying on yourself physically. I mean, it's a purely vocal performance.
I know what I need to do. Just get out of here, Cinder.
But I think that the character work that goes into it is very much the same considerations, understanding who that character is and where he's meant to go.
Go on, Cinder.
And I really enjoy voiceover work. I mean, I've done it for films as well, for animated films. And I enjoy sort of being in a studio and kind of only purely working on a character from the voice perspective and the challenges that come with that, you know. Particularly with a video game, you find that the characters are in situations that are not real common, and you kind of have to make yourself vocally make the character seem like he's going through some pretty intense situations.
Any particular genres of game kind of been your favorite over the years, or what?
Yeah, I tend to like story-based games that require a sense of investment. Something that takes a long time, and I find those experiences to be more rewarding.
Which consoles are you playing these days?
Gotta say my favorite's probably the 360.
No, that's not because you helped introduce it to the world?
It isn't, and it's funny because it totally changed. I was not a huge Xbox fan when I introduced it. I was excited about the console, I liked the Xbox, but I was much more of a PS2 fan. The games were great for it, the controller was amazing. It was just consistent quality. And then 360, I was excited about it, but I didn't have high hopes, primarily because of my relationship with Xbox prior to that. But it has become my favorite system.
Cool, man. Well, we're looking forward to Spyro and whatever else you might be involved with. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
An apple pie, a bright blue sky, a breezy meadow.